So 2017, a year that brought us the worst Star Wars movie of all time, and I don't think that's a very hot take. And actually, some pretty solid Lego sets. I hate this movie. I hate The Last Jedi. This is The Last Jedi wave, but some of the sets are actually not terrible. That's one thing that the sequels did do well is give us some pretty good vehicles. Got the second half of the Rogue One wave this year, which just has some incredible sets. And of course, you got some Rebels sets thrown in there. You got some just random sets from throughout Star Wars history thrown in there. So if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Same thing with the last video. If you see me looking off at in a different direction, it's because I have to have brick set pulled up for this video again, because most of these years from like 2015 to 2018-ish, I did not collect any sets from that era because that was my dark age, and I'm going back and grabbing some sets from those years. Actually, it's a lie. I do own one set on this list. I bought the Phantom 2 there, the night the episode of, I believe it was The Mandalorian that Ahsoka first appeared in. When she mentions Thrawn, I went out and bought that set online immediately because I wanted the Thrawn fig. But without any more yapping here, let's get right into the tier list. As always, polybags. I mean, they're not great. We just have a generic astromech droid here. We have the R2-D2. I believe this was May 4th promo. Probably one of the worst May 4th promos of all time. That is, yikes. Then we have a U-Wing, which actually looks kind of all right, but it's nothing special. And then this is, I want to say the ATM-6 is the name of this. Is that the name of the First Order walkers? I think. They actually look pretty cool. Like the playset we'll talk about later is actually a pretty cool set. But, I mean, it's a polybag. It can only go so high. And this Shore Trooper here is one of the coolest just trooper figures they've ever made. The tan and the sand blue look really good together. And like, I mean, if this was a minifigure tier list, this would probably be A or S tier. It's just like, this is a set tier list, and how high can I really place a single figure? That's pretty much the only reason it's not any higher. So getting into the microfighters, we have the U-Wing microfighter. This one's actually pretty nice. The figure's really nice, and the build is like all right, but you're not buying microfighters for the builds, you're buying them for the figures, which is why the TIE Striker is going to go in C tier. The Y-Wing microfighter, again, has a very similar, if not, looks a little different. The pilot does look a little different, but pretty similar pilot. And then Krennic Shuttle, if this set came with Krennic, it could probably be even higher. This might even go in D tier. Just a generic Imperial officer who really cares about that, and the build does not look that great. If this set came with Krennic, would probably be up here, would probably, I mean, it could even be fighting for bottom of A. It would be definitely top of B so far. Next we have is the Rebel Trooper Battle Pack. Not one that's super exciting, but if you love Rebels, I could see you loving this thing. I think I'll put it, right behind the U-Wing Microfighter. And then we have the Imperial Trooper Battle Pack. This is probably one of the coolest battle packs ever made. You get 2 Stormtroopers, 2 Death Troopers. I mean, easy A tier. The build is kind of a yikes, but I mean, who really cares when it comes to battle pack builds? Next up we have is the First Order Transport Speeder Battle Pack. You get a couple First Order Stormtroopers, a Flame Trooper, and an Officer. I mean, I know I usually hate on sequel stuff, but this is just like not a terrible battle pack. I mean, the trooper figures look nice. Like you get 1 officer, so you get like 3 army buildable characters. It's not terrible, but I mean, I don't feel right having it below this. I think I'd like that. And then the last set we have is the Bounty Hunter Battle Pack, or the last battle pack, I should say, is the Bounty Hunter Battle Pack here. And when it comes to being a battle pack, this set is F- tier. Like, you're never buying more than one of these. When it comes to being a set, though, I do quite like this. You get 4 incredible figures. I think it's going to go in A tier. Like I said, battle pack tier list, this would be probably bottom of the barrel. But when it comes to being a set, it's quite nice. Yoda's Interceptor here is a pretty solid set that we saw remade like a couple years ago. I mean, it's nothing special. It's not like exciting, but like it looks like what it's supposed to be. So, and they remade it with what I know of, very minimal changes. So, gonna go in C tier there. It's just nothing special. The duel on Naboo here is pretty cool. You get some really nice figures. This is one of my favorite scenes in the entire franchise, Duel of the Fates. You get Qui-Gon, you get Obi-Wan, you get Maul. Just, you get everything that you would need for this, and you get a pretty decent build for it. I think I'll throw it top of B tier. The Phantom 2 is a really nice set. You get Blind Kanan, you get Thrawn, and you get Chopper. You get a nice build. I don't think it's quite going to go in the S tier. There's a few sets I'm looking at here that probably will, but this set will go in the A tier for now. It probably will end top of A tier. It wouldn't surprise me if it does. Next up we have is the Battle on Scarif. You get 2 of the Shore Troopers. You get Jyn Erso, and I think Cassian Andor is the other figure in this set, which, I mean, the build is like whatever. It's a base plate with a couple like bushes and a tree and like a door on it. But I mean, those figures alone are amazing. I think it will go there in A tier. The Y-Wing, this set is beautiful. Best Y-Wing we've ever gotten. Maybe they'll one up it next year, but best play scale Y-Wing. Some great figures with it and an easy S tier set. Probably best play scale set of this entire year. At the very least, top 2. Next set we have is Luke's Landspeeder. Whoop-de-doo. Throw it in the B tier and move on. It is not exciting at all, and this was the era where we were getting a Luke's Landspeeder like every 2 years, and just who really cares? The Desert Skiff Escape here, I mean, not counting the original one, this is probably the worst Desert Skiff they've ever made in my opinion. I think the 2012 one looks better. I'm just not a big fan of that orange, so I think this set will go right above the Yoda's Interceptor in C tier. The A-Wing, though, on the other hand, really nice set. You get Lando, you get probably the best play scale A-Wing build they've ever made. The A-Wing is just slightly less exciting to me than the Y-Wing, so I think it will go there in A tier. I just prefer the look of the A-Wing. Sequel slop with some whatever figures. I mean, this is probably one of the most forgettable sets of all time. I mean, I feel like putting it below a Microfighter with an irrelevant figure is just hating, but I'll throw it there in the D tier. Next set we have is the First Order Heavy Scout Walker. I don't even know what this is like really supposed to be. It just looks like a, I don't know why, but it reminds me of like an accordion. I think it can go like there. Next up we have is the Jakku Quad Jumper. Now, if you are one of the 2 people that will understand this, I have beef with this set, but objectively it's not terrible looking. I think it can go, I think it's like, I'd rather have Yoda's Interceptor than that. It's not the greatest, like it looks all right, but it's definitely not great. I think putting it below a Microfighter is disrespectful though. Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. Now, this set, kind of like Kylo Ren Shuttle, I hate to admit that I like it because it looks really cool. It is a really cool looking build. If they did one thing right with the sequels, it's some of these vehicles because this is really cool. Some of the other ones on here are really cool, and I don't know. If I could go back, I'd probably buy this thing, but I'm not buying it at a resale price. Next we have, this is the Rathtar Escape. This is one of the ones that I have to have brick set for. I have no clue what this is. I mean, it looks like a hallway with some creatures, and you get Han Solo and Chewbacca. I mean, yeah, this thing looks awful. Next up we have is the Republic Fighter Tank. You get a Clone Gunner, you get Aayla Secura, a couple battle droids. Decent looking Republic Fighter Tank. Not as good as the more recent one or the original. I think it can go behind the Battle of Naboo there. Next up we get is the Darth Vader's transformation. I mean, just incredible representation of this scene. Huge upgrade over the 2005 one. Just a really nice set. Think it will go there behind the A-Wing. This is the Advent Calendar. This one I actually need to see what's in this. You get a, oh, this looks like a sequel one. Yeah, this is a sequel one. You do get Sabine in it, but the rest of the figures look like sequel figures, so that's kind of a yikes. I think Sabine alone can carry this set out of C tier, or out of D tier, sorry, but it's not going too high. Next set we have is the Tracker 1. This is a Freemaker Adventures set. I could have never seen this set and would have never had a reason to know that it exists. It is not memorable in the slightest. It's above a Microfighter though. Next set we have is the Arrowhead. The only saving grace is you get the guy that invented the B-Wing from Rebels. This build is hideous. I think you can go right there above the Microfighter, but Sabine's better than a Microfighter. I'll move that there. Next that we have is a buildable BB-8. I mean, it looks better than the current one because it's a lot bigger, but if I'm ignoring my sequel hate, this is like an okay set, but I'd never want one. The Resistance Bomber, now completely ignoring financial value because you obviously have the Finch Dallo version of this set that is worth a bazillion dollars. I think the build is like okay. I think it can go behind the fighter tank there. This is, was I right? Is this the ATM-6? No, it's the First Order Heavy Assault Walker. What's the ATM-6? Is that the one from Rogue One with like the orange on it? I don't remember, but I don't have time to look that up. This set looks really nice. I think it will go right behind Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter there in the A tier. It just looks really nice. I mean, it's like a dark bluish gray AT-AT with like a few additions on it. It just looks nice. I mean, I can only hate sequel sets so much. The First Order Star Destroyer, I feel like a lot of people don't like this set. I actually kind of do. I remember seeing it. I think it was in a Best Buy, like maybe a year after it retired. And I debated picking it up. I didn't. I don't really want it. I think I'll throw it like there, but I don't think it's like terrible. You get Snoke, you get a couple stormtroopers in it, but it's whatever. It looks kind of cool, but nah. This is the other playset that I was talking about that was in contention with the Y-Wing. I said the Y-Wing was the best at first. I think the Hyperdrive does take it now that I've thought about it a little more. You get Boba, you get Jango, you get Obi-Wan, you get a really nice starfighter. What more could you want? All they were missing was a Slave One at this time. We got one 8 years later, but this would have been an incredible time to drop a Playscale Slave One with this. UCS Millennium Falcon, I mean, it's one of the best sets of all time for a reason. It is beautiful. I kind of want it, but I'm also betting on them releasing another one next year for the 50th anniversary. I'm debating picking one up at like the end of this year, right before it retires, and keeping it sealed, seeing if they release a new one next year. And if they do, sell that old one. If they don't, build it. But it's a great set. I just don't have the room for it. I mean, it's one of the best sets ever made. Like, I'd probably put it, as far as Star Wars UCS sets go, it's got to be in like the top 5. I mean, thing is beautiful. I've heard the build experience sucks, but I'm not ranking these sets based on build experience, especially ones that I don't own. So we will leave that there in the S tier. Next set we have is the UCS Snowspeeder. Really cool set. One that I do kind of wish I owned. I know a lot of people don't like the oversized like speeders and starfighters, stuff like that, but I do like them. I don't know if you can see them behind me there, but I got the X-Wing, the TIE Interceptor, and the A-Wing, and I do kind of like them. So they're not like my favorite sets ever, but like I'll pick them up when they release them. I do think they are pretty nice, and that's why that set's going in the A tier. Last few sets we have here are the buildable figures. So we have the Scarif Stormtrooper here. I mean, this one at a quick glance is probably the best from this year, but it's not that good. I think it's going to get out of the C tier. We have Chirrut Imwe here. I could not remember this guy's name in the last video. It's going to go there. Baze Malbus, also could not remember this guy's name. He's going to go down in the D tier. We have the Elite TIE Fighter pilot. This thing actually doesn't look terrible, but those shoulders are ugly. I think it can go like there. We have Rey. Moving on. This is a Praetorian Guard, I believe. Actually looks kind of all right. It can go, I think it can go behind the Shore Trooper. Chewbacca, I mean, he's not like a human. He doesn't look awful like the bottom 3, but I don't think he looks as good as that TIE Fighter pilot. And the last one we have here, or second to last one, I should say, is a Stormtrooper Commander. As always, the ones with helmets actually look kind of nice. I think it can go right behind the Quad Jumper. And this last one here, the Scout Trooper with Speeder Bike, is probably, it's like tied with Grievous 1A, 1B for the best buildable character they've ever made out of these. I think it's going to go in the A tier there. This thing is really, really cool. And this is probably just this and Grievous would be like the two of these that I'd consider picking up if I ever saw them. Because I know I ranked the K2SO pretty high in the last video, but I have the one from last year that was actually brick built, so I'd have no reason to ever pick that up. But this Scout Trooper with Speeder Bike is a really, really nice set. So I think that's going to be my list for today. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. As always, I'm not ranking these foil packs or anything, or the like Comic-Con promos we have here, but that's all the actual sets that you could buy from this year. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment down below your thoughts on my list, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.